Hello, welcome to First Thoughts. I'm Connor Eyzaguirre,
I'm Kale Lachey.
and today we're discussing Blumhouse's latest horror hit, Imaginary, a film that is not doing very well, nobody really cared to see, and is directed by a guy who has one of the shittiest track records I've seen in years. Uh, and I guess this is the year for imaginary friend movies, because we got another one coming out in a few months.
Talking about the Ryan Reynolds one.
Yeah, if.
Yeah,
Because
if
Imaginary is the perfect title for that movie, but Blumhouse beat them to it, obviously.
yeah, I can. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess apparently we just are doing all sorts of imaginary friend movies this year. Sorry, I was seeing what the film was, how the film was doing. Hit maybe. It's hard to tell because Blumhouse is famous for having low budget films make a profit, but right now, unless it made a huge bang tonight, it doesn't look like it's going to make back its extremely small profit.
Now, right now, it's pushing $3.6 million profit on a 12 million budget. Getting pretty annihilated by Kung Fu Panda 4. Never go up against a kids movie. You can't win.
Well, and if you are actually be a good movie,
Yeah.
so then the adults do have an alternative they can go see that isn't Kung Fu Panda if they so choose.
Yeah, a little effort goes a long way. And I wish more studios understood that.
Yeah, but no, instead they. Oh, God, I don't even get me started on this. Yeah, because then I just start thinking about like the reason why they just have to have Jurassic fucking Park, or where the hell they're gonna call the new one out next year. Why they are so adamant about sticking to that date, and I'm like, someone's like, that's Fourth of July weekend. I was like, fuck, that's why they're sticking to that fucking date so hard.
If
Screw
they
the quality of the film we get, just as long as we hit that date and
if,
people fucking show up. Oh my
if
God.
Jurassic Park 7 is about like rebuilding another park because nobody's understanding that people don't want this anymore, and each park comes with its own problems that people just can't get past, and it's a perfect allegory for the franchise, I think it'll be great.
I think what they should do is give us what we sure got on Colin Trevorrow with Dominion, you fucking hack, and giving us dinosaurs in the city. Is it that hard to ask for? Is it that hard?
I want dinosaurs on the moon.
Yeah, just give me what you promised. God, that's
I don't know how
still
many
one of the
times
things I
can you.
hate about Dominion.
There's only so many different ways you can do Dinosaur Island Goes Amok, and they've done it 6 times, and it's been good once. So yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in part 7. Why are we talking about this? Imaginary.
I don't know, imaginary.
Um, so growing up, did you have an imaginary friend? Do you remember?
Not that I remember. My parents don't even. I don't think my parents ever mentioned me having one.
Hmm.
Um, so no, I don't recall having one. I do recall having plenty of action figures and like things like that that I would play with because I was so even as a kid movie obsessed. So like I had like action figures of like movie characters I liked, and I remember playing with those a lot. I had a teddy bear, which actually I had that. Um, I remember that clearly. It was a white fucking teddy bear with a missing eye because I had it for like years, and the eye came off at one point. Um, because I would used to, as a kid, carry that in this blanket that my mom used to, back when it was just like me and her there for a bit. Um, that she would like, I would sleep with at night as like a baby, and I just held on to it for a little bit as a kid, so it was like filled with fucking holes and shit. So I had like a broke, had a busted ass teddy bear blanket that I kept onto for the longest time. It's like I don't know if not to need those things.
It's cute. It's cute. Um, I asked my mom, and apparently I had an imaginary friend when I was 4 named Carl, who was this kind of whimsical guy in a green coat who would follow me around. And then I guess when I was 5, they learned Carl was not imaginary. He was a homeless dude who was harassing me. So police got involved and no more Carl.
I feel like you're lying.
I am completely. Yeah, there was no Carl. Uh, I did not have an imaginary friend. I I too had action figures, and I had like a brown teddy bear I had briefly when I was a like very young kid. Um, I had a stuffed spider from Jumanji that my mom got at Blockbuster that I had when I was a kid. I used to carry that around.
Nice.
It was way
Yeah.
cuter than they were in the movie. I don't know why they turned
I
that into a
had,
stuffed animal.
dude. Well, I mean, it's kind of like, what was it, the 80s when they were huge, or was it, well, 80s bleeding into the 90s when they would take like fucking R-rated movies and say, let's make a kids cartoon out of it.
Yeah, that was weird. Rambo,
Yeah.
Gremlins, like why?
Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, kind of
I think,
strange.
yeah, I think RoboCop even did it. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, yeah. I wish they'd done it to like real serious horror movies. Like I wish there was like a Halloween animated series where like Michael Myers was this like kind of bumbling, fun local boogeyman who got into hijinks.
Just hijinks along the way.
Just hijinks. It always ended up with him like learning some kind of life lesson.
God.
Oh,
God, that would be great. But yeah, no, I not the imaginary friend as a kid, as far as I remember, and my parents never said I had one. Um, but like I said, I think like a lot of kids, I had my toys that I kind of stuck around with for a long time until I got old enough not to want them anymore.
all the movies I've seen, all the books I've read, all the TV shows I've watched, to me now, an imaginary friend is a glaring red flag for some kind of supernatural shit going on. I see a kid saying, Harry doesn't like that. And then he's like pointing in the corner at something he calls Harry. I'm calling the exorcist and we're getting the fuck out of there.
Oh, you're nicer than me. I'm just going to get rid of the kid and make a new one.
Jesus Christ.
The kid's a lost cause. I'm
Shotgun,
done.
boom. Next.
And then I'm going to look in that corner and be like, Harry, you're fucking next. Get out. I'm making a new one.
I think it'd be hilarious. I know this is fucked up, but like the kid goes, Harry doesn't like that, and you just like backhand the kid, and like the kid gets knocked out, and you just hear footsteps, and the door opens and like it slams. Like Harry got the fuck out of there.
Harry's just like, I'm out. I'm okay. Shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. And just takes off. God, that'd be hilarious. Uh, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
imaginary friends are scary as hell. This idea that this kid is like conversing with something that you can't see and has a weird amount of information about life that the kid should not know about.
yeah, dude, look, I'm at a point now with the amount of like, because outside of the movies and the books, I'm a sucker for like not the paranormal ghost hunting shows, but like the paranormal like true story ones where they get the person sitting in front of the camera, they tell their ghost story, and then they have the reenactment as they tell it. I'm into that stuff a lot. I really am just a sucker for those shows. I guess you can say they're guilty pleasures that I watch. Um, those two have plenty of stories like that where like parents talk about like their ghost encounter in their home that sort of with their kid having to fucking imagine. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm good. Like, if my kid had one, no, I'm not taking the risk. I don't care if he really was just imaginary. I'm not taking. I think the moment my kid goes, they don't like that. I'll be like, well, guess what, kid? You're not going to have that friend for long because I'm calling a fucking priest and I'm not even religious.
Yeah. The Exorcist, Poltergeist, The Conjuring, The Haunting of Hill House, all of them start with an imaginary friend that's seemingly innocuous and then starts telling the kid to do things. Always. So, yeah, nip it in the bud. If your kid starts talking about Captain Howdy, do something now. It's going to get worse.
Yeah. If the kid comes and says they don't like it, or they start describing when you ask, like, can you describe the kid? And it sounds like he might have been a suicide victim at one point. Okay, that seems to be a common threat too. Um, Maybe you start reconsidering the whole imaginary part of this.
Yeah. I read a story about a kid. I don't know if this was true. I hope it's not true. It's fucking terrifying. But this kid was like, or mom was like, "What are you doing?" And the kid was like, "I'm playing with my imaginary friend. Let's say, it's Harry. Let's keep Harry." And mom was like, she's like, "I don't think Harry likes you very much." And mom was like, "What? That's weird. I had an imaginary friend named Harry when I was a kid." And she's like, "Yeah, it's the same Harry. That's you stopped playing with him. That's why he doesn't like you." Like,
Jesus.
no, 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 no. That is
Oh no 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 no.
Scary shit, man. No,
Fuck that.
kids knowing too much is one thing that really actually freaks me out in movies where kids are like, they shouldn't have that kind of information. They're drawing things that they should not be aware of. That shit gets under my skin.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm saying this as an uncle, soon to be uncle. Well, in 9 months, uncle for a second time. Um, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that. My sister again.
Also tough.
Yeah, my sister's expecting number two now. Um,
Yay.
yeah. I love children. I have no issues with kids and all. I know I joke a lot. I don't have any actual issues with kids, but when they start doing shit like that, I get creeped the fuck out.
No, no good sentence has ever started with, look, I have no problem with kids. Like, whatever comes after that is inevitably going to be some divisive shit.
Yeah, usually. I feel like that's not divisive. Like, who doesn't get creeped out? Like, okay, that's a little creepy. Oh, a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else in my family has an imaginary friend. I'm gonna have to talk to them. I hope I don't trigger some like repressed memory of some heinous, evil, monstrous shit. So, I'll have to tread carefully.
Just have like a priest with you. So then, if anything gets out of hand, power of Christ compels you.
I'll carry my own holy water. I don't need a priest involved in my life in any capacity, especially
Just
if I'm
get
gonna be
one.
talking to children.
Just get. Don't get a Catholic, Ron.
It's interesting. You don't hear a lot of shit happening in like the Protestant churches.
You don't. Well, you know what's funny?
Hmm.
I'm saying this for because you know my the upbringing I had.
Mhm.
Um, but to me, it always made me laugh with how much they thought this was the slam dunk, like mic drop fucking comeback when the whole Catholic thing was even getting brought to light, right? With them and what priests do with the boys in that organization. Well, they're not the we're not the only ones doing it. That that's not the I would be both like laughing. So I'm like, do you hear yourself? And two, horrified that that's your argument. Like, it shouldn't be a fucking thing.
I feel like we talked about this before, but it's worth revisiting. You imagine you're up for, let's say the crime they were up for, raping a child, and your only defense is, why are you coming at me? Like, we're all doing it.
Yeah, look at the
Like,
Baptists over there.
yeah. Why am I the one taking the rap here? Huh? What's so wrong about this? Everyone's doing it. Jesus Christ, that's monstrous.
Yeah, that's not the slam dunk, like, got him that you think it is.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious if the judge is like, well, I mean, if it's everybody.
Well, when you put it like that,
Yeah.
you're free to go.
Just promise me you only do it together.
Only on days that end in Y.
It's a gang bang or it's a no bang. Got that?
Oh,
Got that, father? Oh, I think that
I
that's as
can't
bad
be.
as it can get.
Yeah, I mean, I can't go any further than that. God damn.
Oh, okay.
You
Imaginary.
took it there. I wasn't going to take it that far. You took it there.
I did. I took it there. I ran with it. I won that relay. Um, jeez.
Proud of yourself. You feel good about
You
yourself
know what? I kind of am in a weird way. I am kind of proud of that.
because it's usually me saying something that makes you go, God damn it. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
nice.
nice. It's nice to have one for
Yeah.
me. All right, let's talk Jeff Wadlow. So, Blumhouse has released their second movie this year about a family moving into a new house and dealing with some kind of demonic entity that manifests itself through an innocuous children's plaything, be it a little stuffed bear or a swimming pool.
Swimming pool. And before we talk about Jeff, I just want to point out that Blumhouse himself, Jason Blum, uh, confirmed back when he was promoting Night House, Night Swim. Jesus Christ, titles are starting to bleed together. Night Swim. Night House is a far better film. I didn't really get into the ending all that much. Um, that there is four theatrically major back Blumhouse releases. I say that because they do all this other shit on the streaming and TV side. Four, count them four, majorly backed. theatrical release films. We've gotten two of them. I swear to God, if the next two that I haven't seen any advertisements for whatsoever, or even know what the fuck they are about some haunted thing that a family finds when they move into a house, I'm going to lose my mind.
Well, we were talking yesterday, but I think we were talking about this before we started recording the followers episode, where the boardroom for these movies is just like a stack of Mad Libs, and they fill them out. So and so moves into this house in so and so that has a thing that is haunted or demonic or possessed or something, and a little kid gets involved with it, and the older kid's a bitch, and mom and dad are either newlyweds, step parents, or having problems, and they don't see it at first. But then one of the parents is not involved in the main story, usually the dad, and
Usually,
yeah, whether they're knocked out or just decide to go tour Europe with the Stones or whatever the fuck Tom Paine was doing in this movie. And
wasn't filming The Walking Dead because this that show's over. He's not in it anymore.
yeah, Walking Dead lost Jesus, and then look what happened. But yeah, they just they fill all this out, wrap it up in a bow, ending with a possible continuation if it makes enough money. They hand it to a screenwriter on retainer, give him 2 weeks. Guy delivers a script. They start filming it. It does feel like that. It does. It doesn't feel like these movies are putting like getting any effort put into them because they're pretty much just you know carbon copies.
Yeah, it
And
especially with these two because they really felt like the same goddamn film somehow. And I'm like, dude, these next two better be game changers for you, Blumhouse, because I swear to God,
these movies want to be Poltergeist so bad. They want to have the next Poltergeist. No one's gonna top Poltergeist when it comes to suburban horror. It's not gonna happen.
it's because you get the power of Toby Hooper
Yep.
directing, the collaboration power, of fucking Steven Spielberg.
And
It's
the
goddamn gold.
and the powerful dad bod of Craig the Nelson. I know that's
That
not his
bod
middle
going
name, but
on.
that's what I call him.
He did have a dad bod going on. I was proud of him.
I'll never forget his
Dad, dad bods are in, guys. Like, I'm sorry, but I watch a lot of these films now with like so and so has a family, and I'm sorry, I don't see a lot of dads looking like Zac Efron and fucking Firestarter. I'm just saying.
I'll never forget Craig T. Nelson's immortal words on that news show where he said, "I was on food stamps and welfare. Did anybody help me? No." Never forget that. What a dumbass. But
It must be nice to live in complete ignorance. Go on.
it must be. I wish I was that stupid. Life must be fun.
I would love to have enough money to just be blissfully ignorant like that.
I'd love to be stupid enough not to care. I think that would be great to just have blinders on to the world's problems and not give a shit because you're not even aware they're happening. That must be nice.
That must be nice. You just have all that money.
Yeah,
It
just
protects you from everything.
a little bubble. You're safe in there. It's quiet. It's nice. It's comfy.
Snuggles you at night, keeps you safe while you sleep.
Yeah, so nice. Fucking morons. Uh, but yeah, Poltergeist is kind of the gold standard, and I see these films a lot. Like they emulate Poltergeist, but like they always feel like either a ripoff or a derivative. It never feels genuine. These films, like these blockbuster wide release horror films, they have no heart.
I I I do see where you're coming from. I don't really think most of Poltergeist. I think for me, just kind of screwing in on honing in on a Blumhouse specifically, they came out big with like Paranormal Activity was like their big hit. I believe they had some films before then. I can't remember. Um, but Paranormal Activity is like it helped blow them up when they got that film and released it. Like they started to become what they are now,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Because then they came out with the Purge movie and they just had franchise hit after franchise hit. Believe they are Insidious for James Wan. I know Conjuring's WB. I believe they're Insidious. Um, but they just kept getting all these hits. And I think what has happened now,
Insidious.
yeah, Insidious. I think what has happened now is because they have built their brand so much, they have been around for quite a while now. If you think about it, considering, like I said, Paranormal Activity was their big, big fucking hit. And that was what, 2007? Like it's almost 20 years coming up in like 3 years. Think about that. Like that they've been around as a company. you're getting into that era that I think happens to a lot of these companies, not all, but a lot, where they've just been around a long time. They have a familiar tone now, a familiar setup, a familiar style of film that you watch and you go, "This is a Blumhouse movie," and it's getting to a point now where unfortunately it doesn't always work. Sometimes you still get real big hits. We saw what happened with the Halloween their Halloween trilogy. Well, at least Halloween 2018. I'll put all the love on that one. Halloween 2018, right? You saw what happened there. And really, I know we weren't digging it, but I know a lot of the fans of the video games were. What happened last year with Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Huge fucking hit for them. But then with that, you get a sea of stuff that just makes you sit there and go like, man, Blumhouse, like, what is going on? Like, Night Swim, fuck, Imaginary that we're talking about today, like it just feels like the stereotypical Blumhouse. They're not really trying as hard on these. It just feels like what we've gotten from them ad nauseum.
But I feel like when these movies are this cheap to make, and I mean, just try a little harder. It's not that. I mean, I don't think it's not that hard to produce something original. And again, I think we might be in the minority here because Night Swim was a hit. It made 53 mil on a $15 million budget.
Yeah, but again, low budget January. What are people really going to do?
That's true. That's why I saw it. I didn't see it because I wanted to see it. I saw it because I had
Yeah,
to entertain my dad. So
yeah, and also think about how a lot of their films. A lot of them were they rated
PG-13.
PG-13. And again, I am not going to pull the it needs to be rated R for it to be a good scary movie. There's
I will.
plenty.
I'll pull that.
No, because there's plenty of good PG-13, especially paranormal horror films. I always argue that the Conjuring franchise does not need to be fucking rated R. Like, there's zero need for it to be rated R. They are perfectly fine PG-13 horrors. Um, they don't need to be rated R. I think it's the stupidest fucking gimmick they use to try to get people into those movies. Um, Stop shaking your head. Stop being a stomp about it. You stupid piece of shit. Now,
Yeah.
um,
See, they can be scarier when they're rated R. They can be scarier. They can do crazy,
they can be
outlandish,
scary.
weird shit.
They can be scary when they're PG. Look at the first Insidious. I think the first Insidious is actually super fucking creepy and scary, and it's PG-13. Again, Conjuring is PG. It should be PG-13. The R-rated thing was a fucking gimmick. Poltergeist.
There are exceptions, but overall, I want to see some.
No,
I want to see some weird shit. I'm here to see some
you
weird shit.
can you can get it in PG-13. So your argument's null and void. Now, the thing is though, with that audience, they're going for the teenage crowd, right? So guess who can watch those movies if they're PG-13? Teenagers. Guess who's going to flock to the theater on a weekend? Teenagers.
Yeah.
So that's how they get a lot. I think that's how they get so much of their money. Again, this could be a hit. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow when they actually, or Sunday. Sorry, we're recording during the weekend. We'll find out over the weekend when they update the numbers on Sundays. This could be a huge hit. Who the fuck knows? It'll probably bomb because of Kung Fu Panda 4, but we really don't know. It might make over its budget somehow and be profitable because somehow these things always fucking happen. Um, but also I think the other thing with this film is, and we kind of talked about, but I know we're gonna go into more detail. I think the quality has a lot to do with director.
Mhm. Well, before we go into Jeff Wadlow, I do have an important question for you.
No, god damn it.
Do you think, and I want you to be honest about this, do you think Jason Blum refers to his home as the Blumhouse?
Absolutely.
Yeah. How could you not?
I've seen the guy in interviews. And I'm like, yeah, he refers to his house as the Blumhouse.
Yeah.
He seems like that kind of dude.
Do you think he refers to his vacation home as the Blumhouse Tilt?
Yes,
Like he lives there, but only sometimes.
only occasionally.
Only
Yeah,
occasionally does he break out the tilt.
yeah. He has a Funko Pop.
I know I've deliberately not bought it because if you take it out of the box, it just looks like some guy.
Yeah, I haven't bought it either. I'm like, no, I'm not buying that. Like,
No, like
and look, like
yeah,
all shitting aside, Blumhouse has done a lot of great things for her. Again, their approach of like low budgets, maximum fucking profits is awesome. I do think they've proven time and time again. There's definitely like great PG-13 horror, especially in the paranormal realm where you can get away with it because you're just trying to scare people, not necessarily like get super fucking violent with it, super gory with it. Um, they're doing a lot of good. we got a lot, like I said, we got a lot of franchises of it that I've enjoyed. Um, I do overall like the Paranormal Activity franchise. The Purge franchise got better to me I just really don't like that first film. Granted, I don't like a lot of the later films. Two and three were the sweet spot for me. Um,
It got
but
better as it went along, but I don't like any of the later films.
yeah. Point is, they have they've done a lot of good, but also like since they've been around so long, there's just things I notice when I watch them. I'm like, God damn it, just try harder, more times than you do, please.
Yeah, it. I don't think that the spotlight would be on them so much if they weren't so adamant about their their whole brand and their gimmick. Like if they were just a studio, I don't hear any shit from Lionsgate. I don't hear any shit from, you know, Working Title, Studio Canal. I don't hear anything. But I am always hearing shit from Blumhouse.
Always. And to me, it's gotten worse since the Halloween trilogy. It's like Jason Blum ego shut up because now he won't shut the hell up about, oh, we can get Friday 13th. Well, I'll get Friday 13th. I want Blumhouse to do a Friday 13th. I'm like, oh my God, no.
How about
And
you
then,
keep working on what you got? Because you fucked Michael and you fucked Pazuzu. How about you figure that out before you start fucking Jason?
yeah, I'm like, why would you do that? Fans don't like how that trilogy went with Halloween. Like, most people agree 2018, everyone's pretty much on board with. And after that, it gets real fucking divisive really fucking quick. I was like, no one, I mean, no one liked what you did with goddamn Exorcist to the point that even you're like, yeah, we're trying to figure out what to do because we spent $400 million to get these rights and we have to do something.
Ugh, yeah. But I reiterate, long ago, in the early day, in the before four times, as Cloud Atlas would say, uh, Austin and I did an episode on The Exorcist, and we pitched a perfect Exorcist reboot movie. And you know what? I stand by that. What we had was leagues better than Believer. Go back and listen to that. I won't spell it out here, but we do have it on record. Early days of the podcast, The Exorcist. Listen to that episode. We pitched a fucking fantastic Linda Blair starring Exorcist reboot, and I could do better. I'll say it. I didn't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I could do better.
Well, apparently the two-season Fox show did better because I know a lot of people say that that show was actually very solid and did a great job considering the movie. But
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard really good things from people.
I went ahead and bought it on Vudu because it was on sale for like $5 for the whole show. So I went ahead and did that. So it's in there if you want to check it out. I might check it out at some point too.
Yeah, same. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people say like if you're looking for an actual good continuation outside of obviously Exorcist 3, which is just a great movie in general. Um, I've heard a lot of people like actually like pretty much back up that TV show. They're like, yeah, that show is what we should have a sequel we should have fucking gotten.
Well, that's good. I wonder if it's the story we pitched because that'd be funny as hell. Uh,
I can't remember the story you pitched. I can't tell you for sure.
yeah, that was like four
I
years
I
ago. I
do
don't
know
fucking
the
remember.
yeah I do know the twist with Sheena Davis's character because that's just through time. I was like, oh, okay.
Uh, so I guess so. They hired Jeff Wadlow to direct this movie. I want to go through his filmography real quick because this man has never made a good movie.
Yeah, please, I'll help you out because I've seen quite a bit of these.
Let me rephrase that. This guy has never made a successful movie. You need to do one of those things to be an accomplished filmmaker. You need to make either at least some good movies or some successful ones. If you can't do either one, why are you here?
Right,
I
William
think it's
Brent
a fair
Bell.
question.
You know,
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I've stopped questioning Hollywood now.
I can't stop because someone has to hold. Someone's got to be the ant screaming at the fucking elephant, and that's me.
I mean, no, I don't. I still question. I had that whole thing with the whole like WB games thing being like, hey, that successful single player game that everyone liked and was in the Harry Potter universe. We are not doubling down that, but that Suicide Squad live service thing that no one liked, we are doubling down. What? I'm like, you know, I'm be going, why? Why?
My hopes, my hope is that in the midst of all the bots listening to our show, I hope that one of them is some kid who happens to be friends with a kid who's friends with another kid whose uncle is the brother of a bus driver who once drove some studio executive, and somehow it gets back to them in some miracle, and they hear us come down on them, and they have a moment of like, well, yeah, all right, maybe we should try something else. That's all I want. I just want a little self-reflection.
Just a little bit. Right now, I'm looking squarely at Jason Blum since we're talking about imaginary. But yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, Blum, someone's got to start painting the Blumhouse because it's getting a little cracked.
Yeah, do better with your original stuff. Maybe, dare I say, bring back some of your franchises that are now dormant just for that quick buck, and fix the goddamn big ones you did acquire, buddy.
What ultimately happened with Katie and Toby? Tell us in another paranormal activity. I know they're not doing anything. You can get them.
Just bring back Paranormal Activity when in doubt.
Don't do a fucking Amish movie. Do a continuation of yeah. It just I don't know, man.
Don't get me started on that fucking next of kin bullshit. I was like, God damn it.
So Jeff Wadlow, his first movie was Cry Wolf. Remember
I
Cry Wolf?
have I saw it once on TV. Apparently one of the Winchesters is in it. I believe Padalecki. Um,
Oh, let's see. Let's take a look. Cry Wolf.
yeah, I believe
Uh,
a young Padalecki's in the movie. A lot, actually, I think there's a lot of young like who's for back then at least.
we got a young
Um,
Padalecki. We got Gary Cole. We got John Bon Jovi.
nice.
Yeah, and a bunch of other people I don't recognize.
Good stuff. I remember I remember watching it as a kid on TV once. I can't remember if it was on one of the movie channels or on regular cable, but I just remember not being that impressed with it as a kid. I was like, okay. And then like I watched something else when it was over.
That's hilarious. As a kid, you're like, this isn't that good. It's like worse when a kid doesn't like your movie because
Yeah,
kids like everything.
a budding horror fan who was devouring anything I could get my fucking eyes on at that point, and I just went next.
Well, next was 2008's Never Back Down, your generic, you know, teenage fight movie.
Is that the one with Channing Tatum?
No, that is fighting.
I fuck.
There was a 2 or 3 year period where there was like 10 of these fuckers and they're all the same movie.
Yeah, and that was during that period when like no one really knew how to properly use Channing Tatum. Thank you, 21 Jump Street, for figuring that shit out for us. Um,
I would also like to throw some love to Foxcatcher. They utilized him
Foxcatcher,
very
yes,
well as well.
He was fucking great. That movie deserved more fucking attention. I really like Foxcatcher. I was blown away by that movie. Um,
It got quite a bit of Oscar praise.
yeah.
It didn't get your kind of attention. It got my kind of attention.
First off, how dare you?
This is the cat. This is some of the
You should
cat.
be happy I even fucking watched and enjoyed that movie, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I should be so grateful.
You should be. But I did not watch Never Back Down because I didn't care for those fucking teenage fighting movies. Even as a kid, I was like, not my cup of tea.
Listen to this synopsis.
Oh boy.
A frustrated and conflicted teenager, is there any other kind? Arrives at a new high school to discover an underground fight club and meets a classmate who begins to coerce him into fighting. A movie about a teenager dealing with some angsty shit. That's new,
He learns how to never back down.
right? Guess look who's in this. Jaimin Hunso, so big fucking name there. Young Evan Peters, young Amber Heard.
Ew.
Yeah. So suffice it to say, this film stinks. Uh, you got it. Uh, then Kick Ass 2, which I think is his best movie, and that's not really saying much.
It's really not. I do remember thinking that Kick-Ass 2 was okay. I didn't hate it quite. Like I remember people fucking hated Kick-Ass 2 when it came out. I didn't hate it on that level. I remember kind of going like, first one's better. This is okay.
It's forgettable as hell. I really don't remember. I remember not utilizing the bad guy well. None of the cast really like there was no
Jim
point to it.
Carrey's role was wasted, and it was already a weird lead up to his role because at one point he was like helping promote the film, and then he had the weird turnaround and was like, I can't in good conscience promote the film, so I'm not promoting it. I was like, what the fuck? And then when I saw the movie, I was like, his character really isn't even done that well. Like he got Jim Carrey for this part, and it feels wasted.
Yeah, it was a weird decision of his to tie that movie to the Sandy Hook massacre. I don't think that was a smart move on anybody's uh like for anybody to do. That was not good. And I don't know if that had a hand in kind of killing the movie. I
I
think
don't know.
regardless, it would have tanked anyway.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Jim Carrey, one of the greatest comedians in my opinion in our generation, but kind of a weird dude if you ever watch him like interviews and stuff. Like especially after like Man on the Moon,
Yeah.
after he went into his Kaufman fucking era, like he got weird with a lot of his stuff in real life. Some stuff he's done, I'm like, is he okay?
Well, he openly has admitted he's been battling depression his whole life, so that's kind of where that comes from.
Yeah.
Next up, True Memoirs of an International Assassin. Some random Kevin James Netflix bullshit nobody watched.
Yep. Can't say look, I don't hate Kevin James, but I don't exactly seek out Paul Blart in
I
movies.
I do hate Kevin James, so I didn't watch it.
You
Uh,
you know why you hate him. You fuck I won't say it on the podcast, but I know.
no, actually, there's that, but there's also he's just a dick from what I hear. Like he's really rude to fans. He's done nothing that I think has warranted that kind of behavior. I don't see him as funny like at all. To me, he's just
Yes.
like the new fat guy for Sandler's crew.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I ever watched what was it, The King of Queens was his show. It's
Mhm.
because I thought as a kid I thought Labor Emily was hot. That's the only reason I ever like bothered to watch it.
Well, if you'd come within 10 feet of her, Scientology police would have shot you.
She she's out of it. She's out of the church.
Doesn't mean they're not stalking her at all times.
Oh no, they are. She's I think openly talked about it.
Yeah, she's done like a series of documentaries. She's been very vocal about how much she hates the church, and they've been very vocal about how much they hate her.
Yeah, which I mean, hey, good for her, but she probably is celibate because I don't think the church probably scares a lot of potential shooters off.
That would be such a weird. That's a cool idea for like a kind of a horror rom com. A guy gets in, falls in love with a woman who seems to be perfect, and then it turns out she's like been excommunicated by Scientology, and anyone that comes within like 20 feet of her is targeted for extermination. Oh my God, that's a great pitch.
I know, right? I'm actually gonna look it up. Nope, nope. Leigh Remini is a married woman, so
Oh, well,
good for her. Good for-
maybe he's Catholic. Um,
That's even worse. Or just as bad.
Next up, Truth or Dare 2018. Remember when they tried to turn every possible children's game into a horror movie?
Yes. Um. Nope. Nope. Sorry. Wait. Yep. God damn it. He's definitely Catholic because apparently Leigh Remini, since leaving the church, has embraced Catholicism.
Everyone needs to believe in something. Can't people just believe in themselves anymore? I don't know.
Well, okay.
Yeah, that's a whole can of worms. Next time we do some religious movie, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, sorry. I got into it because I was like, I'm curious now. But yeah, I do remember that. It was weird. I think Blumhouse was on like the forefront on this whole movement. Um,
That
and
makes
yeah, I do. I remember seeing the trailers for this, and this is the horror film of his I haven't seen yet because I just remember watching her going, this doesn't look that great. I think this is when I started getting to that error when I started feeling like Blumhouse would sometimes pop out maybe 90% like shit I've seen. And then there'd be that one good film they attached their name to that I was like, ooh, I gotta see that one.
yeah. See, I just watch what I think is going to be good, regardless of genre. That's how I operate, and it served me well.
But I watch stuff outside of genre. Do we really need to have this
This is
discussion,
going to
sir?
come up all the time because I don't believe you.
You've literally been around me when I have.
Action does not count.
I've watched traumas.
I've never seen
I
those.
have told you on multiple occasions the traumas I have enjoyed
I've never
quite a
seen.
bit.
I've never seen evidence of this. It's
I
your
don't
word
watch
against mine.
I don't watch traumas around people because they're not fun to watch around other people.
I don't believe you. I haven't seen any letterbox reviews for any dramas from you.
That's because you're not paying attention to my letterbox.
I read all my friends' reviews.
I don't believe you.
Well, now I'm just hurt. Next up,
So
Fantasy Island. Who the hell thought it would be a good idea to turn that into a horror movie?
I don't know, but I watched it out of boredom one day, and I can report to you, it's terrible. It is And it has the black goo. I think they had a overstock of black goo from Black Christmas, which fuck that movie. Not
Was
the
that
original
was 2019's Black
house one.
Christmas a Blumhouse?
Yes,
God damn it.
yes. Which hey, updates on that because I finally got some insights. Why I still hate the movie and still think its messaging is sloppy and is screamy. It can guess who we can blame, folks. I now know who we can blame. Fucking Blumhouse. Because they put it into fast production.
Hmm.
The writer and director for that movie, both those ladies were on record saying we wanted to tackle toxic masculinity. We were trying to make a more subtle point of that and not come off screaming at the audience that all men suck. They have literally fucking recorded evidence of them saying that and then finding out that it's because Jason Momoa was like, no, we got to meet this deadline because I announced the deadline. We have to meet it. So whatever you're trying to do, I don't give a shit. Just fucking make the movie.
They actually like bottled toxic masculinity as like an entity. That's so
Yeah,
that was such a weird movie.
I
Uh
know, but I'm just saying they actually were trying to do something good with the movie, and apparently a man of all people was the one that fucked that up. Um, but yeah, I remember there's like the black gooey shit from Black Christmas and Fantasy Island. So I was like, did he pay too much for black goo and they're just putting it in this movie now?
if I recall, the 70s TV show Fantasy Island was about an island run by Ricardo Montalban and his little friend, who basically anyone who came to the island was like, "Hey, your fantasy can come to life here, and it's gonna be great and fun." And every week there's like, "Oh, somebody gets to talk to a loved one," or "Oh, that guy gets to be king for a day," and it was like a fun, whimsical
No,
comedy-esque show.
this was PG-13 horror, which just was one that I'm like, what they were doing. I was like, okay, this one you guys should just made right on gone for it, but whatever. Um,
Do you think he shows up to wow, Lo? Do you think he shows up to set now with like just a thermos full of vodka, just like, all right, let's just do this shit, like every time?
Probably.
Uh, he followed that
Yeah.
with The Curse of Bridge Hollow, some Netflix family comedy.
Oh, with Marlon Wayans.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've heard decent things on that one.
I've never heard of it at all.
When's the last Netflix? You don't hear about Netflix movies all that much nowadays because they just keep pumping them out like fucking rabbits. Just bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam.
I'm convinced that 90% of them are developed by an AI that's been fed
Yeah,
every shitty movie in existence and told to crap out an
yeah.
amalgamation of
Like,
it.
did you know Damsel apparently came out this weekend? I saw the trailer one time, once, and then
I
they
don't
were
even
like, "Oh, hey, it's out right now," and I was like, "Oh, I forgot about it."
I don't even know what that is.
Movie with Millie Bobby Brown because she has a really good deal with Netflix.
Oh, I wonder why. Yeah, well, good for her, I guess. Well, anyway, Imaginary was the next one, and that's not doing too great either. I can't wait to see what this guy's next fuck up is.
I don't, I don't understand these these directors.
With Blumhouse's track record with this guy, he's probably going to be the dude helming the next Exorcist.
Oh God, no, 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 no. I wanted even less than what I already got.
I would not be surprised now that I know like they have apparently quite a bit of faith in this dude for some reason.
Dude, I don't understand why they have faith in this dude. I and I try not to be like dick to these guys because I know filmmaking is tough. It's a fucking difficult thing to do. But of all those movies you named, not one hit either critically, commercially, or both. Like none at all.
Yeah. Oh, that
What?
explains a lot.
What?
His aunt is Katie Couric.
Oh, okay.
That that's a big connection.
It's a huge connection.
That explains a lot. Okay, I'm glad we unraveled that mystery.
Don't you love how in like I can't speak on behalf of the indie scene, but when you look at like these studio backed like actors and directors and all that stuff, right? And you're like, man, how do these people like make it? Did they really come from nothing? And 9 times out of 10, no, they had a connection. They had
Yep.
a fucking connection.
Yeah, I firmly believe in Hollywood. It's all about who you know or who you blow. That's really how the industry works. They may not be as open about it these days, but that is still how the industry works.
absolutely how it works.
Yeah, all they did was change the image. They did not change how the game is played.
Yeah, and hey, look, as far as the whole Nepo thing that I guess people are like trying to do on Mike Trump, like, yeah, because she's a Nepo baby. Stop, hey, hide your jealousy a little bit better, buddy. Like, yeah, you're right. Some of these people got it because their parents are famous. You're just wishing that was you.
I mean, the thing with that is like that is literally every industry. If
Yes.
if my dad ran like $1 billion lumber company, yeah, it's gonna be real easy for me to get a job in a lumber company.
Yeah. And who was to say it'd be probably really easy for you to get a really good job in that Loman company. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
vice president up in here. But yeah, that's how it works,
Yeah.
Connections are how the world moves. You gotta, if you're just sitting there, no connections, and you're wondering why you can't get work, that's why.
Yeah.
It's just, accept that. It's not
Yeah.
skill.
And you
It's
know what?
not, yeah.
You know which celebrity's response I respected the most? All the ones that said like I worked really hard for this. Fuck you. Be grow a pair and be honest with us. Allison Williams, the lady from Get Out, and Megan,
Yeah.
she was the only one that straight up said, "Yes, I've gotten jobs because I am a nepo baby." As she has her mom or dad are like famous like journalists or something like that. She is related to people like in the industry, and she's just straight up was like, "Yeah," she's like, "I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to hide it. I've gotten jobs because of that. Like I'm not it. It's gotten my foot in the door, absolutely." And I'm like, "Thank you." Like it's not an ego thing. Like I think, yeah, admit it, fucking own it. Like yes, I'm in this because I'm related to famous people.
Last year, I met a middle school principal who looked identical to Allison Williams, and I'm still kind of convinced it was her researching a role. I'm waiting for the Allison Williams movie to come out where she plays a principal, and I'm gonna be like, I fucking knew it. But or I just met her doppelganger. I'll never
Ugh.
know. Uh, okay, let's talk a little bit about Imaginary now that we've pretty much just been roasting Blumhouse for the past 45 minutes. So this movie, a family moves into a house, as is
Mhm.
the beginning of almost every horror movie ever made.
Yep.
No, shit never happens in your regular house. It always happens in the house you just moved into.
Just the one you just moved into. Yeah. Every time.
Every single
Um,
time. Like if you're in a horror movie, maybe don't go anywhere.
just don't move. Just stay in the house you're already at.
Um, it's a
Stepmom,
family. Hmm?
I'll say stepmom played by DeWanda Wise, who was last seen in Jurassic Park Dominion, Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh yeah, I was wondering. I knew I'd seen her before. I couldn't pick.
She was the pilot lady.
I got you now. She's the only
Yeah.
one really, trying here. Uh,
And but honestly, she's been in two not great films. I really despise Dominion, but she at least is doing her best in both.
yeah. Well, good because somebody has to be giving a shit here, and it certainly isn't anyone else. She's with Tom Paine. And as soon as I saw him and I recognized who it was, I had a moment of Jesus.
Yeah, it took me a minute. At first, I was like, I was watching it, and I saw the name, and I was like, Tom Paine. That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Then I saw the actor, and I was like, holy shit, it's Walking Dead guy. It took me a second because it's been a bit, and we all know how I kind of felt about the later seasons of that show. But I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, Jesus, nice, and
Good.
he's gone.
Well, I figured he might come back 3 days later.
Yeah,
Um, or
with his beard and everything.
was it 3 days or 2 days? How long between death and new life was Christ? 3 days?
I, three, sure.
I don't remember. I didn't read
I
the book.
don't care.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
He's still dead.
He's still yeah. He didn't. I don't. All right. Anyway, clearly I'm a heathen. Uh, so yeah, they're a couple. She's the stepmom to two, to one, cute kid and one just insanely ungrateful, unnecessarily bitchy kid who spends the whole movie just being unbelievably threatened and angry by stepmom. Like it's weird.
Yeah,
Like I
and
get that there'd be some angst, but like she cuts to the fucking quick every time.
dude, it was annoying. One, because like these characters, and I pointed out in my video, are written extraordinarily broad. Like they're broadly written, so it's like these actors are doing their best with not really nuanced characters whatsoever. They're written as one stereotype, and they have to stick with it the whole movie. And again, I would get if she acted like this, like if her mom was a generally good person, maybe like let's say some different thing, right? This was the person the dad was cheating with, and now they're getting together. Then I'd get it. I'd be like, well, yeah, that's pretty shitty. But in this case, it's quickly established and also quickly dropped, like a lot of plot points in this movie, that the mom is locked up for having some kind of really bad mental disability that caused her to go fucking loony, and that's why they aren't a couple anymore. And this is someone he's met, God knows when. So why is the daughter acting like this? What is the connection to the mother who's fucking crazy?
Yeah. And in the first half of the movie, she's texting mom about where they are, which is something that she was told not to do. And she shows up to like save them and attacks stepmom and gets arrested and then says something along the lines of like, I have to get them out of this house. And then we never see her again. I felt that was going to be an important plot point later. Like stepmom's going to go to old mom and be like, we got to work together to save the daughter. And she was going to be like, I know it's the imaginary friend. That's why I'm crazy or something like that.
That's what I thought, yeah, but it quickly disappears. And hey, look, real quick, that reaction that fucking Tom Paine had when like the cops, he's like, how'd they know? The cops like, oh, your oldest admitted to texting, and he like, I get it. He's trying to be like comforting at that point, but I would be livid. I'd be fucking livid. I'd be like, what the fuck? You're not supposed to text her. Now she knows. Are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
I would be fucking pissed before I'm trying to comfort her.
But he just gives this look of like, it's kids do what kids do. Like, dude, be a fucking parent. That is a moment where you got to put your foot down and be like, you almost got people killed.
Yeah, like it's no, this is not like, ooh, it's okay. It's she is if you're having if you know someone you love that is locked up to a mental disability the way that the mom's locked up, that's because they are deadly. It's why they are locked up like that. They are legitimately a threat. So no, I'm not comforting. Maybe later when my emotions have calmed down. But in the moment, no, I'm being a parent. Give me your fucking phone. Go in your room. We will be talking about this shit later.
Yeah, but Tom Payne's just later on, he's just like, well, these things happen. He's the most like it's like he's on a fucking edible the whole movie. Like he has no
Well, he's
human reaction to any of this shit.
yeah. Well, again, Brandon Broad, he's a rock star, so he's probably always on a drug. He's happy. He's just a cool rock star dad that has all his Johnny Depp accessories. We even get a whole scene where they're talking, and she has to help take off his accessories.
And then when shit, is going, they just moved into a new house. Crazy old mom knows where they live and is actively trying to get her kids back. Stepmom has a rocky relationship with the oldest daughter. This is not the time to just vanish from the movie because you got a tour. Like,
Yeah,
and
but
then Tom Payne never shows up again. That like,
yeah, the movie tries really goes out of his way to make sure we got to write him out, and also that just really speaks on why it's not always a good thing to be an artist. I'm just saying because you become in a rock and hard place of like I want to stay, but I only get paid if I go on tour.
yeah, but and I know I don't I know every marriage is different in terms of finances, but I mean your wife is a very successful children's book author, so maybe just don't take this one. I don't think your finances are going to suffer for that. It's a marriage, it's a partnership, and your family needs you right now.
Yeah, you could have stayed, but no, we have to apparently find a way to write Tom Payne out of this film as quickly as possible, and along again him not being a dad and just being completely okay with his oldest daughter, just letting a very dangerous woman into their house.
Well, and like saying really hurtful things to the stepmom, and then he like his reaction when he overhears that is like, "Come on now, come on, like no, fucking stand up for your wife."
Yeah, yeah, and
God, I
like
know
don't
it's your
I
it's your
get
kid, but that's not right.
yeah, she shouldn't talk to an adult like that that hasn't done anything wrong. Like
He's 15. 15-year-olds, all of them can go fuck themselves.
yeah, I'm a firm believer. Like, and don't get me wrong, I understand like the whole situation when it comes to like the whole step parent thing, and you're dealing with a lot of emotions with kids with that. It's a whole different. It's just you gotta navigate it the right way.
No.
But yes, in cases like that where she's just saying like really hurtful shit, like was when I think like the alley cat thing, she's like, no, I've already done this, and blah. I would have said to me like, hey, shut the hell up, don't talk to her like that, and don't make me repeat myself. How's that sound?
Yeah. Like only we get to call her Alley Cat. You're not family. Like, God damn, buddy. Um, Well, this house used to be her grandparents' house. No, it was her dad's house, and then she went to move with her grandparents. Um, she grew up there. Whatever. Um, that's it. Yeah, that's an apt description. She grew up there.
Yeah, she grew up there. It was her house, but her grandparents. It's oddly explained. It's really explained. Never really like at one point like it's established. I guess she grew up with her grandparents because they took her dad away. But then there's the whole thing of like your dad read the books on the front porch all the time. So I was like, wait, what? I'm what? What?
Yeah, I don't fucking understand. So they what happens next? I don't. I saw this 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh yeah. Allie, the little girl, finds a bear in the basement, starts talking to this new imaginary friend named Chauncey, and nobody has a problem with this. Everyone's just like, she's a kid, whatever, not my problem.
Yeah,
And Chauncey's making her do a scavenger hunt, find different shit, including something that hurts you, which is when now stepmom starts dealing with it because at this point, uh, Tom Paine and the Jesus Freaks are on tour, having the time of their lives. I'm assuming.
yeah.
Uh, and
Not
now,
worth anything at all.
yeah, there was that bit where the neighbor kid, who's such an obnoxious little shit, comes over to Netflix and chill with the older daughter, and just starts making a mess of their house. Drops the alcohol, pisses on their floor, and
Dude,
just
that
walks away from it. What a prick!
I hated that kid. Even I was like, can the bear just eat him already?
I
Fuck
was
this.
really hoping that he was going to be the first victim here, but no, he just got scared and ran.
Yeah. That was another thing. So the scares in this film, it did what Night Swim did, where it like front load all its scares, and then as the film kept going, it got real lore heavy and stopped going on for the scares,
Yeah.
which is when I started to check the fuck out. I did think there were some good jump scares. Like I generally thought the whole one scene where they're like, let's play hide and seek. Chauncey's looking for us, and like they put the covers over, and you see the bear move. That was a really well set up one. Even though I mean, obviously, if you've seen horror, you know how it's going to end. Still a really well done one, but and they had a lot of good scenes of like her walking around. You see the ghost in the back. A lot of good creepy stuff that just kind of faded away as the film progressed.
I like the opening scare dream sequence with the spider person. That freaked me out. And the scene where um what the hell is her name? The stepmom, Jessica,
Jessica.
is apologizing to Allie in the bedroom, and then it turns out Allie's outside.
Yeah, and then you're like, what the fuck was in
Yeah.
that bed?
We saw it move.
Yeah,
That was good. I saw it coming, but it was good.
yeah. I was like, I know that's not her, but well done. Especially reframing from making it a jump scare, just you having to sit with that. Like, what the fuck?
And the random moments where like this big black shadow thing is just kind of lurking in the background.
Yeah, yeah. They had like some real good moments, but like I said, as the film progressed and started focusing on the lore, a lot of that shit started falling to the side.
It always makes me laugh in movies of any genre where somebody just magically ends up being an expert in something there's no fucking possible way they could have been an expert in it because
Yeah.
there's like I could be wrong, but I think, and then they explain exactly what's happening.
Yeah, and again, Blumhouse loves to do this shit with their movies the most. They find some super big name actor they can. I believe it was, I forget the actress for this. I can't remember her name.
Betty Buckley.
Betty Buckley, but I know she's been around for fucking ever. Big legacy actor here
Yeah.
to do the preliminary. Let me tell you everything you need to know about the thing in this movie.
Yeah. I might not be right, but according to all of this research I've done on imaginary friends, uh, this is exactly what's happening, and I'm absolutely correct. Like, well, isn't that convenient? I did laugh when she was revealed to be the perpetrator behind all this. She was like, I have to get in this world. I can be happy here. And then a fucking arm comes out of nowhere and just rips her apart.
That part was actually pretty funny. And I had a feeling, dude, when she first got in there, her reaction I was like, something's up with this lady. She lied to them somehow. I was like, she is not having the same reaction those two are having. And yeah, when that fucking arm came out and slaughtered her, I was like, Jesus. Um, I will give credit. I will give some credit for the like I guess mid movie twist with the teddy bear. I generally didn't see it coming because of how the film's marketing what we were doing, and they did a good job making it seem like everyone saw the goddamn thing.
Mhm.
So when they had that twist, I was like, oh shit, okay, okay, you got me, movie. I didn't see that coming.
I really liked the scene where with the child psychologist and Allie doing the voice, and then it turns out she's not doing the voice. Like that was creepy. I will give it that. And then the child psychologist reaction was not "Holy shit" and running out of there cowardly lion style. No, she was like, "I
Ah!
think we have to talk about your daughter." Like
I know,
that is a professional right there.
I know,
Because I would
because
have lost
dude,
my fucking mind.
yeah, if that was me, I would have been like, it's been really great visiting you. I'm going to go right out that door right there. No, don't leave my sight. I need you to see me.
You forgot your purse. Keep it.
Okay, just you know what? Throw it. You grab it and throw it to me. But I'm not going back in.
Yeah, and she just like I have another case I'd like to show you, which is breaking doctor-patient confidentiality, by the way, to
Oh,
just show video of another troubled child uh who cut off his thumb because that was what hurt him. Apparently, imaginary friends across the world only want to make you perform a ritual so they can trap you in this other dimension where I guess it was kind of unclear beyond that.
yeah, I guess you just live a happy. I don't know.
Are they feeding off these kids or
Yeah, they gets real murky with the lore that is introduced. It's kind of like nice when they introduce lore that gets really murky.
you know what I would have done?
Um,
I would have had like one of the rooms be the fucking night swim wishing well swimming pool.
I'm surprised. I'm so honestly surprised Blum didn't like stroke his own fucking ego and have like each of the rooms be like a reference to Blumhouse movies.
Yeah. Purge World, Halloween World, I don't know, Jason Blum's
Insidious.
actual house where he just like has tea parties and shit. It'd be
It's
funny if
just
one of
like
them was completely innocuous and it's just like, "Hi, how's it going?"
it's just Jason Blum on the other side, just like, hey, close the
It's,
door, please.
it's Jason Blum having like a dinner party with like Michael Myers, the Red Demon from Insidious, like random horror icons that they own, just having a pretty casual dinner party.
Right? Just hey, could you? There's a trap. Close the door, please. Thank you. Um,
Michael quietly picks up a teacup, does that pinky extension thing, and just has a
actually,
sip.
really refined.
He takes out a knife, starts carving the turkey.
Oh God. But yeah, it. I will say though, like I said, like at first, I really thought the twist was good, and then like everybody like, yeah, it's her imaginary friend. What are we talking about? I was like, oh, holy shit. And yeah, when they do the little quick reveal where she turns around and you think, and she doesn't move her lips, but the voice keeps going, you're like, oh, that's kind of creepy. Now I'm not gonna lie, because I've seen Madam Web, I did have a moment like, oh fuck again. Um,
You thought it was just shitty ADR.
yeah.
I'm sorry
Oh,
you've been burned so hard.
yeah, I was like, no, don't let it be twice.
That's, I love that. Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, when they finally revealed, like, no, when she wasn't talking, I was like, oh yeah, that's fucking creepy. I was like, fuck that.
I love that the psychologist's immediate reaction was to be like, Jessica, this is very important, but is your daughter a ventriloquist? Like, really? That's less plausible than a demon. That a fucking 8-year-old is gonna be
I mean,
interested in
look, I'm not
ventriloquist.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have asked the question too. I'd be like, you know what? Before I get creeped out and I run like hell out of this house, let me ask, does your daughter know how to do ventriloquism? No? Fuck, I'm gone.
The answer is yes. I'd be more creeped out.
Yeah, yeah.
That kid's gonna grow up to be a weird adult if they're ventriloquisting at such a young age.
Okay, yeah, you make a good point there.
Oh boy. Um, I love the scene where Jessica, realizing that the ritual didn't work because she didn't hurt enough, finally lets what's her name?
The oldest daughter.
uh, Gl- uh Taylor, uh just have it and just tell her like you suck and you're mean and nobody likes you. And she's just like, ow. And that was enough. Like even like the demon lords were like, shit, all right, damn. And just let her in.
I would have loved if like one of the demons was like Kelso from that 70s show, just burn and open that door.
I would love if like Chauncey's super deep voice was like, that was a little much, wasn't it?
Didn't have to go that far, just Jesus.
Not very good parenting.
I mean, I'm gonna open the door. You did it, but fuck.
Yeah. And that gets them in the door, and they're in this weird, twisty, magical world. And Gloria's like, well, this is amazing. And now my life is complete. They all said I was crazy. Whenever you hear the phrase, they all said I was crazy, the person
Killed
who
them.
said that is a fucking loon, and they are crazy.
Yeah, kill them.
Yeah. Kill them immediately because they're going to kill you.
Yeah. Get the upper hand and get rid of them.
I love that the demon, like the magic demon, imaginary friend, Elakuko, whatever the fuck this was, door can like, you can just like put like a doorstop in there and it'll just stay a little open.
Just a bit. Um, I did I did like how as she's having her big moment, and you're like, oh fuck, she wanted to be in there. Even Chauncey's like, shut the hell up. Wasn't even serious. Come here. Boom. And just mauls her.
I had a flash of the argument from The Incredibles when Mrs. Incredible just screams, "This is not about you," in her husband's face. Like that's Chauncey being like, "You no, I don't even need you. Nobody needs you. Get out of here."
Out of here. I have the person I want and one extra. So you can go.
Yeah. And Chauncey didn't really make much of an effort to like keep them in there. Like really, like and also
No,
giant teddy bear. I know they wanted it to be scary. It wasn't.
it wasn't. With that said, I do want to give some props. I know I mentioned this thing earlier on something about it. The person playing Chauncey, the big bear version of it, not the teddy bear. That was a fake animatronic teddy bear. Which again, props for going practical. I appreciate that. Um, the person playing was the same individual who played in Prey as the Predator. Um,
Yeah, his name is Dane DeLigro, and he's a big guy.
he's 6'8", for anyone who's wondering.
6'8", and
Um,
yes, he did indeed play basketball.
yeah, hence why he got the preference for. He's a big motherfucker, and he played this part, and I'll give him credit. You can tell he's trying. You can tell I definitely can see a future in this guy being a really awesome creature,
Yeah.
creature performer.
Mhm.
Um, I know I read an interview before this came out. He is looking at trying to do stuff outside of being covered in prosthetics, but he does enjoy it. He said he really does enjoy doing it. But he is hoping to sometimes do stuff outside of it. But I think he even said he's already like casted in like 2 or 3 upcoming horror projects where he will be in prosthetics. So he's a new up and comer in that award, and hey, all power to him. Even though I didn't really like this film that much, I did really like him in it. So, and like we've talked about, these guys to me are very underappreciated because they have to do so much more, I think, than actors that have their whole body and face and everything to help them get that emotion and performance across. When you're covered in prosthetics, you have to work to me so much harder to get what you're trying to display across to audiences.
Yeah, and the best actors can emote without that, without the need of their face. That's where you can. It's actually kind of neat to see an actor pull that off. Uh, yeah, like I think of like Kevin Peter Hall, for instance, the original Predator. Uh,
Yep, Kevin Peter Hall, Nick Castle, and Jude Courtney for Michael. Of the all the Jasons, I always have to give props to Kane, obviously because he played them the most. But Kane Hodder, the little nuances he added to the character just to make him stand out.
yeah,
Um, yeah, like kicking that fucking beatbox and Jason Takes Manhattan, which is actually really fucking funny.
I love that. To that one guy, Jason Voorhees, is just some dickhead who ruined his day.
Yeah,
It destroyed his boombox. But to like so many other people, he's the monster who destroyed their lives. But to this guy, he's like, he just goes home like, some asshole broke my boombox. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
huge shout
imaginary.
out. Yeah, huge shout out to the guys that do so much work to make these characters we love pop and don't get enough appreciation. So good job to Dane D Liegro, or how to say his last name. I believe that's how you say it.
Dane DeLigro, yes.
Dane Liegro. And I look forward to whatever else he's attached to that we can will hopefully be seeing in the future.
Yep. I can't wait to see what Blumhouse limps to the barn with next. And I really hope it's not about a suburban family tackling some kind of crazy new lore that's really complex and hard to understand.
Hey, it's 50-50. We at least got half of the films now. I'm very curious on what you meant by the other two.
I hope to, at this point, I'm hoping it's the same shit because that would be hysterical for us.
Right? He is promoting the same movie all year. Because I'm like, he already came out 5 nights. Exorcist blew up in his face. It's like Halloween's done. Like, what? I don't think any of the dormant franchises have any announced new installments. What other two are you talking? They better be fucking good because they're apparently all signs are leading to original films.
I would love, again, the Purge movie we pitched on the sneak preview for the Forever Purge. Like, we keep pitching really good sequels to this shit. And I want to see that. Uh, but we'll see. I just want a good movie. I'm not holding out hope. We got other stuff to see this year. I'm not putting all my eggs in the Blumhouse basket.
I'm not either. Like the summer release schedule itself looks leagues better than what we got last year. So I'm enjoying that as it comes along. We
Yeah.
at least have for once one exciting looking MCU film coming out. Thank the fuck God. That
Thank the fuck indeed. Whatever that means.
MCU, just please don't drop the goddamn ball with this.
You know what the word of the year is? Monkey. We
Dude,
got we got King Kong. We got Planet of the Apes. We got Dev Patel's cool action movie. It's Monkey Year.
it is Monkey. And look, if I swear to God, if Monkey Man is a kick-ass movie like those trailers making out to be and it bombs, I'm gonna have another reason to hate audiences.
On the other hand, if it's a huge hit, that means we're gonna get like six of them, and they're not gonna lead. They're not gonna measure up. There's no more victory anymore.
There
It,
really isn't.
movie
Like,
either sucks or it's great and it gets drilled to death.
yeah, because even John Wick, I was very happy with this 4 film run. It was fucking solid to me. And of course the studio, yeah, we're talking about how to do it, John Wick 5. I'm like, no, no.
And there was the shitty Continental show and this spin-off Ballerina that got pushed by a year, so we don't.
Yeah, that got pushed by a year and now the Crow took its place. Yeah, it was like, God damn it, we had it. We had it, and even that got tainted.
Yeah, whatever. Next week, Love Lies Bleeding and the American Society of Magical Negroes. Thank you for making me say it twice, studio.
You don't have to say it. You
It's
can.
the title. I do have to say it. And we might not cover either of those. If that's the case, expect Ghostbusters Frozen Empire in 2 weeks.
Yeah. If we do, I am personally hoping for Love Lies Bleeding. But I keep doing the obsessive checking to see if it's been adding to any theaters. I'm like, fuck, not yet. God damn it.
That's why I love the Draft House because they literally grab everything. It's I've never had to worry about that. It's so nice.
Yeah. I mean, hey, granted, now Max made that deal, so no, if I miss an A24 film in theaters, I just have to wait for Max,
Well,
which is nice.
it
That
is
is nice.
it is nice. So that's first
But
off.
yeah, but I like to see these things in theaters. I don't like to just support genre in theaters. I like to support all cinema in theaters.
Okay. Good for you. Um,
I'm just saying I do. I like to support film in the cinema. Unless you're like Nolan or Villeneuve that pissed me off with your S9 comments.
unless it's like the biggest movies of the year, then you're like, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Granted, they don't need my money, but still, fuck you.
Uh, well, that's all we got. Uh, go see Imaginary if you want. It's got its moments. I mean, if you saw Night Swim, you already saw Imaginary. Uh, and you know what? You might get to see it again later this year. So
Who knows? Like I said, we got 2 more apparently, so we're going to find out.
roll those dice.
Yeah, we
Uh,
got 9 more months of the year left.
yeah.
Woo!
Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Thanks for checking us out.